The majority of our daily activities, including brushing our teeth, are automatic. Most of the time, you don't even give it a second thought and aren't even aware that you're doing it. This is especially true when it comes to your financial management. Hey there, this is Stealth Wealth, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about how to break your bad money habits for good. A lot of people don't even realize they have bad money habits until it's too late. But don't worry, I'm here to help. I'm gonna show you how to change your mindset and start building wealth for the future. So stay tuned, because this is one video you don't want to miss. Be sure to stay till the end to find out the most important tip on how to quit bad money habits. It is undeniable that undesirable habits can be challenging to break. Whether it's nail biting, smoking, or excessive spending, we've all battled to break bad habits. But unhealthy habits can be very expensive for our cash. These habits, such as making impulse purchases and simply making the minimum payments on our credit cards, can build up quickly and leave us in a tough situation from which to recover. Your habits have rippling effects that multiply over time, determining who you become and whether you end up affluent or poor. Because of this, it's critical to break negative financial habits as soon as possible. So today, we'll be sharing with you those bad money habits. Bad money habit number 1 is relying on your credit card because of points or rewards. When you're strapped for cash, it's simple to turn to your credit cards. But this is a terrible habit that can cause long-term money issues. You are essentially borrowing money when you use a credit card, which you will eventually have to pay back with interest. This can rapidly get pricey, and if you can't pay your bills on time, your credit score could suffer. Additionally, using credit cards exclusively can result in overspending. When you solely use plastic to make purchases, it's simple to convince yourself that you can afford them. But if you're not careful, you can find yourself with a sizable balance that you are unable to settle. Start by restricting yourself to just using cash or debit cards for a month if you're having trouble breaking the habit of using credit cards. This will make it easier for you to control your spending and make you more careful with your money. To understand more clearly where your money is going each month, you might also want to think about creating a budget. Breaking the habit of using credit cards is critical for good financial health, so take the required steps to stop using them. Bad money habit number 2 is having disorganized finances. Maintaining a disorderly financial situation is essentially another form of denial. It's time to consolidate if you have credit cards open everywhere, student loans whose balances you don't truly know, and the lack of awareness of your monthly expenditures. Therefore, there are many fantastic apps available that make keeping track of all your financial information really simple. Selecting a financial institution that provides a wide range of services so you can handle all of your financial business in one location is another item that aids in keeping your finances organized. The fewer usernames and passwords you have to remember for online accounts, the better. Those modest regular expenses can pile up over time even though you might not be aware of it. They may potentially damage your funds if you're not careful. Maintaining a record of your spending is crucial, especially for hidden costs. The tiny things we buy without really thinking about it, like coffee or snacks from the vending machine, are considered hidden expenses. At the time, they may not seem like much, but they soon mount up. By keeping track of your spending, you'll be able to better understand where your money is going and identify areas where you may make savings. Although it might not be simple at first, the habit is worth breaking. Betterment, which offers a checking account, a high-yield savings account, as well as other investment accounts for all your financial goals, is another location that provides a wide range of services. In any case, getting and maintaining financial organization is quite simple thanks to technology and all these incredible new platforms. The important thing is to simply muster the courage to take a serious look at your financial situation. I understand that for some, it can be a humiliating and sobering experience, but until you know where you are starting from, it is impossible to get where you want to go. After all, how can you know where you are now if you don't know where you want to be? In order to avoid financial confusion, break the practice and replace it with a regular habit of organization and number checking. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Number 3 is by keeping up with the Joneses. Keep up with the Joneses is a proverb, but what does it actually mean? Everyone in today's culture strives to outdo one another. Whether it be the newest technology, a new automobile, or a larger home, There's always something that the Joneses have that you don't, and continuing to spend money you don't have can quickly hurt your financial situation. Why? Because you're probably overspending when you're continually attempting to keep up with the Joneses' level of consumption. Credit card debt, missed payments, and a poorer credit score can result from this. Additionally, the pressure to keep up with the Joneses can cause immense stress and anxiety. So if you want to better your financial situation, you must overcome the habit of keeping up with the Joneses. Rather, concentrate on living within your means and safeguarding your credit score. This will put you on the road to financial prosperity. Number 4 is you are not investing. One of the worst negative habits a person may have is not investing. It's erroneous for a number of reasons. First, by not investing, you're missing out on prospective growth. Compound interest can mount up over time, and you can finish up with much more money than you started with. Second, not investing can result in inflationary losses. If the price of goods and services rises but your income does not, you will be worse off than if you had invested and allowed your money to grow in line with the rate of inflation. Finally, avoiding investment can result in lost opportunities. If you could have made a smart investment but didn't because you were afraid or didn't comprehend it, you may come to regret it later. Generally speaking, it's important to err on the side of caution and gather as much information as you can prior to making any major decisions. But if you're not investing at all, you're missing out on some big potential benefits. Be sure to stay till the end to find out the best way to break your bad money habits for good. Number 5 is not keeping an emergency fund. Always keep some cash on hand for unplanned expenses. You'll have the money you need to deal with any unforeseen circumstances. Unfortunately, not everyone has this as a habit. Some people would rather spend their money right away than put any money down for a rainy day. Others might think that their income is insufficient to warrant preserving any of it. Whatever the reason, failing to have an emergency fund can put you in a vulnerable position if something goes wrong. The rule of thumb is to have at least 3 to 6 months of monthly expenses saved for your emergency fund. If you find yourself in an emergency situation with no funds, you'll most likely have to rely on credit cards or loans to get by. This may lead to significant debt that is challenging to repay. Dealing with an unexpected bill when you don't have the funds to handle it can be unpleasant and daunting. Keeping an emergency fund is therefore one of the best things that you can do for your financial well-being, despite the fact that it may appear unneeded. Start putting some money aside each month to be ready for any unforeseen expenses. Check out our other related videos.